I don't want to pay no bills. I'll be 47 in another month. I don't want to pay no goddamn bills.
Their business when they see
That's why what Hollywood said was some real shit. Was like, why go through that? And that's what my mind go to.
I'm not saying you, but then again, you cut that off, assuming. You assuming because I don't. Who like to pay bills?
I mean,
you showing me somebody that like to pay bills.
All of that. We would have went through that whole situation, and then only for me to find out at the end that you're not equipped for this.
My assumption was right.
Right.
Europe, you hear my voice, man. You know what time it is, man. It's time for social media's most imperfect podcast. Social media's best kept secret. I am Infamous.
I'm Freaky B.
Hollywood.
And when our powers combine, we are. Hey,
old as fuck.
Name the TV show. Hollywood, name the TV show. I bet you can't.
Captain Planet.
Oh shit! Freaky B, did you know that what I was referring to?
I heard that before, but I didn't know the name of it.
No.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
No, that was a good TV show, dog. I remember when the little Asian girls would talk about, they'll be like land, and she'll be like water.
Yeah. Hey, but that shit ain't aged well either. Only thing you gotta do is put a little bit of garbage juice on him and he done. Just a little bit of garbage juice, he done.
Water, and when we combine.
Dog, that's crazy. I used to watch that shit every morning before school. That
was a dope cartoon, dog. That was the shit, Dad. Well, Hollywood, you might not. Freaky V, me and you may be able to relate to this, but the Thundercats, remember the Thundercats?
Yeah, I never seen that before.
Thundercats are on the loose. Thundercat. Hey, that was never getting his dick sucked. Thunder. Oh!
Idiot.
That's where your mind went to, huh?
Exactly. Not only when he got older. Ain't no way he thought about that shit back then.
Bro, listen, it was a lot of perverted shit going on Cartoon Network, bro. If you go back and look at some of that shit, it was some wild shit going on back in them days, dog.
We ain't know.
I'm just saying. I don't know how Smurfette was the only. See, thought been going on since the 80s, bro. She was the only Smurf. How she popping? Come on, bro. Hollywood, keep it real. Smurfette was the only Smurf. Female.
I never thought about her that way, sir.
Me either.
But thank you for ruining my childhood.
Right.
Papa Smurf was a pimp.
Yeah, because she had a baby by Papa Smurf.
All of them.
No, she didn't. She only had one baby.
No. Goddamn dog.
How the fuck you know it was Papa Smurf's baby though?
That's what I'm saying.
In the cartoon, she referred to him as the daddy.
All of them did though.
No. So where did the damn baby come from? Where the baby Smurf came from?
I don't know, boy. Smurfette was
Papa Smurf.
Just was Smurfette came from. They made her. She was created.
Smurfette had OnlyFans back in the day.
Never mind. Let's continue on with the show, sir.
Hey, speaking, what was your...
Don't fuck up our childhood, bro. Our cartoons was the shit.
Hollywood, speaking of that, what was your favorite cartoon when you was growing up, bro? Let's go back in the day.
Probably Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo, shit like that.
Dog, do you be watching that shit on social media, how they redo Thelma and Velma? I
still watch Scooby-Doo, dog, to this day.
And she thick, boy. They be making Velma thicker than them.
That's been the number one costume for women that probably in the last 5 to 10 years.
Velma? Yeah, but and she out the closet now. Before
wait. Now you fucking up my childhood. She out the closet on what?
She out the closet now in this new Scooby-Doo that my kids watch. Okay.
Shut up, bro.
We don't rock with the new Scooby-Doo.
She be hitting on. I was watching one the other day. She was hitting on what's the other Daphne or whatever. Like Daphne had did something. Like maybe her hair blew in the wind or something, made her look sexy, and the camera panned over the Velma, and she was all googly eyes and shit. You know, like how the niggas used to be. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Really? See, man, y'all gotta
we only verify the one from the 60s and 70s. That new shit they doing.
Right.
Yeah, we
that
not
was
watching
our
that.
shit.
Yeah, dog, we need y'all to stop revamping these goddamn cartoons and making everybody other. Cause dog, I used to like Scooby doing shit. Cause nigga, only thing that Snoopy used to do him and Scooby and what's the other goofy niggas to get high with all the time?
Shaggy.
And the other dude was a metrosexual. I mean what that nigga name was?
Fred.
Yeah, Fred was the metrosexual. Fred was a metrosexual. Scooby and motherfucking his whole boy, they did was get high and eat shit all day. Come on, bro.
Bro, we ain't think of none of that shit at the time. We was trying to solve the damn crime with their ass. That's all the fuck we did.
I agree. Okay, Free, what's your top cartoons?
Tom and Jerry.
Dang.
Tom and Jerry was racist though.
What was racist about Tom and Jerry?
That black lady, the maid.
Oh yeah, the blackface woman.
Aunt Jemima, whoever she was. Yeah, you remember
the one that used to beat Tom ass after
she had a
was
little
took
bandana tied
food
on her head and shit. Yeah.
But they moved into a place that they really didn't showcase her a whole lot. Maybe when in the 70s, yes. But as they moved along in the 80s, she wasn't showcased a whole lot.
Bro,
you can only see her legs.
I was watching Tom and Jerry in the 90s, and she was there.
You can see her legs. You couldn't see her face. I don't remember the last episode I watched.
But she had the little maid shit on in a white house. White family's home.
And she was heavy set. She could cook like a motherfucker.
Hey, she used to put on a spread, and Tom used to get his ass beat by trying to eat all that shit that she put out.
I agree.
I didn't think about that shit as I thought that was the norm back then. You know, we ain't know we was being conditioned.
Damn right. Yep. I mean, my favorite cartoon was the Thundercats. I like the Looney Tunes. I like the Pepe Le Pew, even though he was a rapist. But hey,
hey,
he was a straight rapist. That nigga's a pedophile.
They had a problem with him as we got older.
Yeah, they
had a problem with him. They wanted to ban him from TV because of his actions. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Man, that nigga was Harvey Weinstein, bro.
Yeah, you really ruining all the cartoons for me.
I'm just
saying.
Now that I think about it.
Dog, that
and now that you say that, because I got Disney Plus. All the older cartoons before they come on, they put a disclaimer. They show a disclaimer before the film starts.
Really?
That say what?
Oh yeah. These films were made back in a time where such and such was, acceptable and all that shit like that.
Oh
yeah.
My God.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do they do that for Sesame Street? Because nobody went and hung out with Bert and Ernie.
I don't watch Sesame Street.
Man, Bert and Ernie was not gay. They was roommates.
You get the fuck, Freaky V. Stop it.
They was roommates.
They'll go hang out with Grit, the nigga that hung out in the garbage can before they went to Bert and Ernie house. And that shit was always organized. That shit was always neat. They went and party everywhere on Sesame Street besides Bert and Ernie house, dog. That's it. They went everybody knew what was going on.
No, we didn't think that. They was roommates. What's the difference between Bert and Ernie now and then? Niggas still roommates.
No, them two were fucking though.
They was not fucking.
I'm just saying, dog. Some of the cartoons was, they was very sketchy. Now that you look back at them, like He-Man was a little sketchy.
I watch He-Man.
I know you did.
Like sketchy, like what? Feminine.
Let's just say He-Man would have been very popular in the Studio 54 back in the day. Hey.
Listen, we're not gonna let you fuck up my childhood. I have great memories of our cartoons.
You know what, dog? And we ain't even gonna start the podcast. Freaky V, tell them how to get in contact with you. We done went off on a tangent. Go ahead.
I am
Not
Freaky
we,
V
just you.
on what?
I say not we, just him.
All right. I am Freaky V on Instagram and Threads.
Hollywood, how they get in contact with you?
I am Hollywood Rich _ on Instagram, Threads, and X, I think.
Okay. And if you follow me, I am Infamous on TikTok. Also, if you follow the podcast, please go to Theze Nutz Official on Facebook. Instagram is Theze Nutz _. Hollywood, how they get in contact with us on YouTube?
Separate these nuts.
Also, if you want to follow and take the audio experience, please go to Put the Nuts Back Together, Theze Nutz on Apple, Spotify, Google, or however you consume audio podcasts. Hit the like button. You know the jargon. Like button, share button, all that type stuff. Also, go to thesenuts.business@gmail.com. Before we jump off into the pod, I want to give a shout out to a couple of people. Freaky V. Freaky V was hard at work when I called her this week. We had a fan that actually listened to the podcast and got his sister turned on to it. So I want to give a shout out to Ed and his sister Sharon. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for being a value listener, and thank y'all for spreading the word out there. Also, I want to give a shout out to Booby. Booby, she listens to the podcast religiously. Thank you. She reposts our posts. She likes. I say thank you so much. That means so much to. I'm speaking for us as a group. We really appreciate everybody that follow the content, that really like the content that we bring, and we're gonna keep giving y'all what y'all want. Do y'all have anybody y'all want to shout out? Freaky V, Hollywood, anybody?
Not at this moment, but salute to those people.
Yeah, shout out Ed.
We appreciate all our listeners and viewers.
Y'all are a lot of people like y'all personalities. I get a lot of feedback. Hollywood, I get a lot of feedback about you, about the women. But for some reason, you be triggering some of these women, bro, with some of the shit you be saying. On the flip side, Freaky V, she triggers the niggas on the men's side. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all keep stirring the pot.
Yeah.
We were just having a conversation before we went on air, right? We was talking about Hollywood trapped in the closet right now, right? So
I am.
So we was speaking about what R. Kelly did trapped in the closet back in the day at the craze that came about that damn, Freaky V, what number that shit got up to it since you are R. Kelly special?
75.
It did?
It was up there.
And Hollywood was saying that shit don't have the same that it had back then. I haven't heard it in years. My only argument to Hollywood is the creativity that dude had to be able to do that. I don't
It
think
definitely was creative. It was creative for that time, but I just don't think that the quality holds up to today's standards. I think the storyline does. I think you could do it and make it a little bit more modern, but the way it was shot, the way it looked, I don't think it holds up.
Okay, for you, before you answer, any artist right now that's in music, do you think that they can redo Trapped in the Closet?
No.
Nobody? Brown. Chris Brown. Hollywood say Chris Brown. Forgive you. You don't think Chris Brown?
Chris Brown not that level of nasty like R. Kelly. I don't see nobody topping his creativity as far as nasty and freaky goes.
It ain't. I don't think that's a nasty story. I think that's just a story of betrayal and shit like that. That's like the Young and the Restless type story. I don't think you have to be a nasty motherfucker in order to tell that story. I think that's regular humans go through stuff like that.
I don't think so. I don't need nobody, in my personal opinion, to remake anything. Be good with what R. Kelly got out.
I don't want him to remake it either. I just think he's capable of doing it.
Let me see. If I had somebody, do I think that's creative? Probably somebody like who real creative? Probably Kanye probably can redo it.
Man.
Kanye, Travis Scott. I think somebody like that to be able to do it. The most super creative ass niggas, bro. I think they can do it. I think, be honest with you, I think Drake probably.
I don't think Kanye in the right mind state right now to create some shit like that.
I mean, but the template already there, Hollywood. He just gotta like you said, tweak a couple of things. You know, the
We
template.
good on that.
Huh?
We good on that. I like to keep my regular
me speaking
memory.
of from the standpoint of like how R. Kelly did,
Yeah.
creating some shit from scratch. I don't think Kanye in the right mind space for that. You could just listen to how he talked, dog, all this extravagant billionaire type shit. I don't think he can relate to modern everyday working people.
I don't think too many people are creative now. To me, in music, everybody seems to do the same shit, bro. So I don't even think really is nobody that's creative enough to do it the way Hollywood doing it, doing it as far as just building it out of nothing into something. I don't think nobody can do it. But I think if you follow R. Kelly's template, maybe change a couple of lines or change the scenario. I think if somebody came out and done it over again in these days and times, I think it'll take off, bro. I think you could really turn that shit into like a play or opera or some shit like that. Because it's all there. But being that R. Kelly wrote it, ain't nobody going to see that shit, bro. Besides Freaky V. That's it.
Listen, R. Kelly still has a big following. You only hear it from this side.
He does. You
know, so you can't listen. That nigga is a genius.
I agree.
You know, so you can't discredit that shit or whatever. It is what it is. Y'all know I listen to his music. That all that nigga shit on my sex playlist.
No, I think a lot of black people still do listen to R. Kelly, bro. They just probably don't play it on the radio. But I think black
people still play this shit on the radio.
A lot of that shit you just don't not, bro. Like
I don't play it all the time up here on their radio station. They don't give a fuck about that.
Boy, I ain't heard that shit on no radio station in a long.
Nah, they don't play it on the radio. But a lot of that shit,
they're not playing Trapped in the Closet on the radio, but they playing regular R. Kelly music.
Like what?
Hot 105 not playing R. Kelly at all.
I don't listen to Hot 105 up here. Our radio station play the hell out that nigga.
Bro, I'm up here and I listen to the oldie. They don't play no R. Kelly. None.
That's okay. I don't need the radio to play it. Real fans got that shit.
I turn to the R&B station, and from New Orleans or wherever I've been, Atlanta, they don't play R. Kelly at all.
Yeah, I agree with Hollywood.
We don't need to hear that shit on the radio. Who the fuck listen to regular radio? I don't. I got that motherfucker saved. We got a whole playlist. We don't need to hear
it is, if they take that shit off the DSPs, people gonna be in trouble. You got to actually have his album.
I can sing.
They not doing it.
No, I can sing
all the shit that done came out, all the shit that done happened, and that shit is still on streaming sites.
Yeah.
What else could come out that's gonna make them take it off?
I don't think they're gonna take it off because that's how he paid.
They not. If they ain't did it at this point, they not gonna do it.
No, they not. Nah. I just think, like I said, we kind of off on a tangent, but I just think the level, I'm with Freaky V. The level of that nigga's talent is unmatched. When you think about the shit that he done wrote for people, the shit that Trapped in the Closet shit, like the nigga is on a whole nother level, dog. And not being able to read and write and all that shit he say he can't do, he's supposed to be the world's greatest inspiration, dog, as far as overcoming obstacles, dog. But it's just that other shit that just done threw everything. Dog, it's supposed to be movies and shit wrote about this nigga, bro. He still might get the movies, but it ain't gonna be for what we want the movie to be about, bro. Because if you think about just his talent level, bro, and what he was able to do to go in there and just hear a beat and write to it, that's crazy. Now it's funny because he got a page on TikTok that I subscribe to, right? And it had one of his concerts where the nigga was talking about being in the jungle and just making jungle sound. Ooh, 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 ah, ah, ah. I was like, what the It's just listen to how this nigga broke that shit down on stage, dog, and had the whole crowd captivated, dog. The nigga's the greatest. So it is what it is. Hey, but moving on, right? I'm on Twitter, right? And for me, Twitter is my new porn site. I don't go on Pornhub no more. I don't subscribe to none of that shit. Everything
That's all it is.
Everything I need to see.
Porn and death. That's all on Twitter.
But
I had to stop going on that shit, man.
But I had to hit my homegirl Freaky V up because I seen some shit that I knew that she'll be an expert in, right? They had this thing called the extender, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the extender is like
Hold on.
Go ahead.
My bad. I don't mean to cut you out, but why would Freaky V be a expert at this?
Because she's the dickologist on the podcast.
Yeah, but this is you talking about something that extends the penis.
Yes.
Why would she be an expert in that?
Hey man, listen. From my knowledge and experience of talking to Freaky V, it's a lot of things that she done been into. That's how I started. Do you know about this? And she hit back. What did you hit me back with, First Lady?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then. So shut the fuck up, Hollywood. Mind your business. Mind your business. But so I'm on Twitter, and you know, I'm scrolling, and I see this man having adult activities with a woman. But it's like it's clear. The one he got is clear. It's see-through. It's transparent. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I go do some research. So basically, they have this thing where men can insert their male parts into like a tube. I guess they come in different colors or whatever, but it adds another 6-7 inches onto what you already got. Am I lying, Freaky V?
No, you're correct.
So, Hollywood, I know you disappointed, but dog, you got in the dick line twice, dog. Some niggas, they got bamboozled. They thought they was in the dick line and went to the foot line. So them niggas got 12-inch feet with little man parts. So
and no dick.
So, Freaky V, have you ever encountered the extend?
Yes, but I've never played with a guy who had it. He showed it to me.
What's wrong with that nigga showed up with that?
Oh shit. Go ahead.
Because okay, so the conversation came up with this particular dude. Because you know, on my social media, I always talk about if you ain't got a big dick, don't waste my time.
Yes.
And this guy is always trying to. I always get the small dick niggas that try to tell me it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean, that bullshit or whatever. So this particular guy was like, you know, once I put on my extender, then I want to see you.
Hey, look how Hollywood look.
But that's what he said. So that was my first time hearing that. So I was like, what the fuck you talking about? So he was like, this is what it is. So he showed it to me. Or whatever. Now he ain't never let me see his real dick by itself. So I know that shit got to be small as fuck.
So
you know.
So he just walking around everyday life with this thing attached to him.
No. He only puts it on when it's time
like,
for
dog, like that's it. Like that ain't no EpiPen, dog. What? You don't need that shit for survival. What is you doing?
Hey, dog, they got a clip.
But
boy.
But I have heard some girls who say that it is an enjoyable experience.
Hollywood, they got ripples on it and everything. Dog, that shit.
Yeah, like it resembles the same thing as a real dick. You want one with the veins in it. You want, you know, whatever that you prefer. You could get all of those things.
Hollywood look disgusted.
But see, okay, so Hollywood, here's the thing. I admire niggas like you who have no idea about that shit, because like Infamous said,
me neither.
I understand. But Hollywood,
don't just say Hollywood now. Hollywood. But try to insinuate.
But Hollywood we always joke about the 2/3 of extra dick he able to.
Ain't nobody said that a year. Stop it. Ain't nobody talked about that a year. Stop it.
Hey, I ain't forgot that shit. That's right up there with R. Kelly records and shit like that, bro. Some shit is just ingrained, and I appreciate you. It helped me sleep well at night when I think about whatever. Anyway, so because you can't relate, that doesn't mean that it ain't some niggas out here struggling. You good in that area, so you go on about your business. It's some niggas that really.
And I can see it from both sides, but my thing is, how is the man enjoying that?
So, but but remember, he still has a portion of his dick that's out that still can have feeling. It's just not on the head of the dick.
If that head ain't if that head ain't involved, he don't feel a damn thing.
But the thing is, remember, sex can be enjoyable as long as your partner is enjoying it. If you both are into it or whatever, then you can get the feeling and sensation from that. As long as you're pleasing her, it's going to be sexually satisfying for you too. So I ain't never tried it. I'm not saying I'm close to it.
First of all,
I just don't want that shit to come off, and then now we got to search.
It's too big to go down there and get lost.
No, I just don't. Listen, that I don't like. Listen, I don't like when shit come off.
Ain't finna get lost.
I don't like when shit come off in my stuff. I don't like that. I don't.
It's so many ways I can attack this conversation, right?
Go ahead, and I just add on to whatever you got to say.
One, the confidence that you got to have with your partner to even much say some shit like that. That let me go get my extender. What?
Yeah, but listen now. He might not have no choice. His choice might be put on the scrap, or she going to mess with the nigga down the street.
Correct.
Well then, bro, if you're gonna do that, then just go get the scrap. Why you going to get the extended clip? Just go to the motherfucker. If your shit that little, fold it down, flip that motherfucker down, scrap yourself up, and go and do what you gotta do.
Now
I do putting that harness and all that shit around their waist that he
I know.
Man, come on, man.
Man, listen, bro.
I wouldn't fuck with no nigga with a strap. I might fuck with a nigga with the extender. The strap, I just can't.
That's crazy.
No. Listen.
So
It's so many things available for men now that weren't available back in the day. That really, it will blow your mind. It's a lot of shit out here for these niggas who are hurting, who's smaller or whatever.
Why you want to just go get the BBL then?
What?
For the dicks?
Yeah,
I heard about that, but
they got BBLs for that? Oh,
yeah.
nigga,
for the dick.
Hold on. School me, Hollywood. What is the BBL for the meat?
It's the real extendo. The real extendo though.
Right.
Excess meat from? Do they grab it from the back of your neck or?
I don't know. I just know they do.
They grab it from your ass. From your ass and your stomach.
Listen, but if I got that problem, I don't give a fuck where you grab the extra meat from. Just put it where I need it at.
Exactly. Nobody ain't gonna care. For real. Yeah, you just want the shit to get the job done.
No, I'm just saying that because if he got to get the extender, right? If that thing get real Zephyr Hillish down there, and that motherfucker fall off, it keep falling off, you gonna be bad. Hold on, baby, hold on, let me see the back.
Yes, it's gonna be a wrap. We're gonna have to follow up on this.
I don't know.
No, I'm gonna tell you the wildest shit that I seen, right? Remember I told y'all to go watch the the series on Netflix called Sex Life. I'd have tried to get y'all to watch this a couple of times. Y'all ain't never went and watched it.
It's called what?
Sex Life.
On Netflix.
Yeah, I told you the lady had the perfect life, and then but okay. It was a dude on there. He had like a machine that was hooked up to his thing because I guess his girl chopped it off. I forgot. Somehow his dick got messed up. So he hit a button and that shit pumped it up for him. Like he hit it like he's starting to like a Chevy or something. That big crank over it.
Push the start, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the girls in the group, she played with a guy with that.
She got hit with a crankshaft.
She said it was
Y'all got all kind of
enjoyable.
experience in that group chat, boy.
Hey,
She
boy,
said-
you got a 450 in that motherfucker.
I
Hollywood.
know. She said it was enjoyable, but it was different. That, you know, they started with the foreplay or whatever, and then when it was time to do the
Hold on,
he was like, hold on a minute. So listen, he wasn't, these guys are not, they're no longer ashamed. They come right out the gate and say, this is what the fuck I got. You want to fuck with me or not? You know, and you have to make a decision how you like to proceed. I think for many of us in our group, you know, curiosity kills the cat. We're used to the traditional dicks, and then when you add some more shit, we like, well, shit, we got to go see what it's all about so we can make an educated assessment as to, you know, if we want to play with that in the future. You know, but
I think that's weird, dog. I think we really going into this AI type shit, bro. I think we're gonna slowly get into this AI shit, bro. Where
I don't think it's weird.
it's not for your sexual pleasure. This is so you can still play or have sexual experiences with the opposite sex.
I was just about to say that, because
whoever
at a
you
certain
play
age, every man experiences some level of ED. So if I could prolong it by putting it a 454 on my shit, or pump, or all that shit you talking about, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I don't know,
If you
dog.
60 and you can still, or 70 and you can still make shit
Take care
happen,
of
then you gonna
yourself.
make shit happen.
See, shit like that for lazy people that don't want to take care of themselves, dog. Take care of yourself.
So say for instance, God forbid, something happens to you and you get into an accident.
That's different.
Beat juice ain't gonna last forever.
No,
It's not.
But you gotta exercise and do shit like that, dog.
Okay, but you gonna have some days that your dick just ain't gonna work.
That shit happens all the time.
So then, nigga, if it start happening on the regular, you gonna want to do what you gotta do in order to not end up on the bad side of the girls' chat. That's what the fuck I hear. I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do so I can stay on the good side of the girls' chat. Long as I'm in that, I can always get pussy. Once you blacklisted, it's a wrap.
I just moved to another chat.
It's a small world.
It's a lot of chats.
It's a lot of chats, man.
It is, but it's a small world. It's somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Speaking of, that, we got the no pickle list. Dudes are standing up to y'all women, and they not taking it no more. Men are starting to have standards and things that they gonna require, that they say, if you don't have these type things, we not dealing with y'all women no more. Let's see what some of these rules are. It says no cuss word. DICK right here. It says if she don't have a job, no meat. Gets paid less than $12 an hour, no meat.
Keep reading.
Go ahead.
No, I said keep reading. Go ahead.
Lives with her parents, no meat. Always claims she hungry, no meat. Cash App info in her bio, no meat. Always in drama, no meat. Those are the 6 for the no meat. Freaking, what you rolling your eyes like that for? Men are starting to realize that
motherfuckers lying.
Yeah.
First of all, go ahead, Hollywood.
I respect the dudes, trying to stand up for themselves and trying to, even the playing field and all that shit is fine and dandy. But that whole list getting fucked.
The whole list. The whole list.
I don't care. Everybody you just named, they getting fucked. Nah, we not upgrading you above that. No.
That's where it get tricky. That's where it get murky.
Yeah. You gotta, your credentials gotta be a little bit better than that, baby. You can't stay with your bum. Your bank account gotta be right. You can't always be hungry because that's another sign that you broke.
Yeah.
A lot of shit got to change before I upgrade you
So,
past the sex.
See,
But all of them get hit though.
see, but my thing is this. I agree with you. Everybody on that list gonna get hit, right? But it's a difference in getting hit and getting a title.
you said hit. We said hit. Let's not change up the narrative.
No. Fuck. I agree with Hollywood when I first stated.
No. Let them finish. What you mean by entitled?
Girlfriend, wife, is different.
Oh, putting a title on them.
Yeah.
They do get a title. They'll get one of them titles.
I said what Hollywood said from the get-go. Everybody on this list gonna get hit. I agree. I'm not arguing on that. Dude's still gonna hit. Every girl, the girl that's making $12, the girl stay with her parents. Listen, it is.
And they still gonna get a title. They still gonna get married. They still gonna be baby mama.
I don't agree with that.
Not by you, but the same nigga in the same boat as them.
Or not by me, or the dude that they really want.
But the nigga that they, depending on what level they at, the nigga that they really want
is out they league.
See, and that's something that we'll never really ever talk about. Is Meek Mill said it a long time. It's different levels to this shit, bro. Everybody don't come in at the same level, bro. And some people feel like, hey, every man ain't on every woman's level, just like every woman ain't on every man's level. It's some girls that'll look at me and be like, nah, he ain't on my level. He don't make enough money. And you got to be cool with that, because you're not for everybody. Freaky V say that shit all the time. You're not for everybody. So you just got to figure the motherfuckers. Listen, this is my whole thing with it. When men start wanting to date somebody, if you date the motherfucker that like you, instead of dating the motherfucker that you got to make like you, life would be much more easier, because the girls that you like hanging out with you. She gonna like kicking it with you. It ain't gonna be about if you take me to a $300 restaurant. She likes your general company. If any man listening to me right now, go back to all the women that you dealt with. The woman that really liked you, bro, you didn't have to spend all that money on. It's the one that you want to convince to like you. Is the one.
Yeah, but what if she was the motherfucker that's on that list you talking about?
As far
that
as
shit got to be worth it for a nigga. The list of not making enough money, staying with your parents, all this shit that you just named. What if them niggas' only option is the motherfuckers from that list? And I got all this shit going on, but the motherfuckers who.
Okay, but what he got going on in his life, though?
Ain't got no, huh?
But what he got going on in his life, though?
More than them.
Okay,
I got what if he got his own shit? He make more than $12 out. I got my own place. I stay with my parents. I take care of my business. What'd you say?
Okay, so what if he make $12.75?
Come on now, $12.75 is $12.
I think y'all looking along the lines of today. In your 20s, you ain't have all that shit together. The majority of men didn't. You understand? You still was out having fun, or whatever. So it was easy to find somebody that the $12 back in the day. Remember, everything was decent money. Your grandma earned a quarter an hour to work somewhere. You understand? So it all depends on your demographic and what you desire. I see motherfuckers that's making $12 working at McDonald's and the nigga doing the same. They travel everywhere. I can't go no motherfucking well. And I'm way above that. You know what I'm saying? So, and honestly, I think if my parents would have been alive today, I'd still be living with my parents. Fuck that.
Nah, that's circumstantial to me. Now, if you done went through some shit, whatever, you've been married or you've been in a relationship, you and your man broke up and you moved back to get your shit back. Okay, I can understand all that, because some people go through their down things in life. You might have caught her at that time where she's transitioning back into single life.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've been in single life your whole life, I mean, if you've been with your mom and daddy, we got a problem.
I've been with my mom and my daddy my whole life until death.
Not me. Because I moved out.
That was happy in a motherfucker.
And that's where the problem come in. You was content with that. There was no it got to be an ambition to do better, to have your own shit.
But I was okay. Just because I lived with my parents didn't mean that I didn't have a whole lot of money. You understand? If my parents paid all the bills and everything that I made, I stacked, then how was that a problem?
A nigga coming into your life, he don't know all of that. I don't know all of that coming through the door. I only know what I see.
You don't. So what you do is you cut off your blessing. At face value, the first conversation you have is who you live with. Oh, I live with my parents. Then I'm automatically out. You ain't asked me nothing else. All you know is I stay with my parents. You ain't asked me my income. You ain't asked me my credit score. You ain't asked me how much money I got saved.
Niggas gonna miss out on them blessings because out of the last three that looked like that had the same outer surface as you, I know what that shit led to. So I'm gonna just go ahead and skip this headache this time and move on to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that's
all niggas get.
I mean, that's with girls. Girls do the same shit.
Right.
If a nigga don't carry a certain whatever, they automatically ask you out. No matter.
They not wrong for that because I done experienced that same or what looks to be that 5 different times, and all that shit ended the same way. So in order to save me some heartache, some financial shit, I'm gonna go ahead and move past that and try something different.
But see,
I think everybody should ask. It's all about a conversation. If you automatically out, well, like, okay, so say for instance, when he say, let's do the $12. You meet a nigga in Publix or whatever. Okay, so say I don't look at these damn watches y'all say I should be looking at. I don't follow the nigga out to the car, but he fine as fuck. I got his telephone number or whatever. So when we talking or whatever, and okay, well, what do you do for a living? Mm-hmm. Well, I work at McDonald's. Okay, do I ask, okay, well, do I continue the conversation and say, well, what do you plan on doing? In your lifetime, or what's your goals? What's your aspirations? Or do I just be like, fuck that nigga?
And that nigga tell you he happy at what he doing.
Yeah.
What's your response after that?
Yeah.
I mean, but
that's all I'm saying.
See, but the thing about it is when he said working at McDonald's, do you ask him what he doing at McDonald's? Just because nigga say work at McDonald's don't mean this nigga might be the district manager of motherfucking McDonald's.
He better say that in his
he
his
got to. Cause again, the going down your road, if a nigga know that women always in the money, some niggas, me personally, I'll play that game with you.
So it's how it's worded, right? When people ask me what I do for a living, I don't say I'm a licensed insurance agent. What I say is I work in the insurance industry.
I feel you.
You understand?
And we just said it doesn't hurt to have a conversation. Mm-hmm. Nigga can't ask you about your bank account. I can't ask you about your bank account. You're gonna look at me crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, what are we talking about?
I mean, I just think sometimes you miss out on your blessing by automatically going by that list at face value. If you want to say you asking somebody well, how much do you earn an hour? How do you determine that? Because you flat out ask me how much I make or whatever, I'm offended.
I mean, but women do that to nigga. How much money?
I don't never ask a nigga what he make. What kind of shit is that? I'm just not that type of woman.
They don't.
I'm not that type of woman.
But they observe, and that's why niggas go by the designer, go by the cars they can't afford, put on the jury. They spend their last money on this jury, just so they can have the appearance that I have some shit.
Listen.
So women don't have to ask. You could look at a nigga and determine whether he got money or not.
A nigga added, by me working in the insurance industry, a nigga called last week. He added a 2024 Benz. You know what his policy limits was? The state's minimum. 10,000, 20,000, 10,000.
That's a nigga with priorities fucked up.
$500. Yeah, but see, when women see a nigga and he well put together and he got that new ass Benz or whatever, they automatically think, oh, this nigga got money. I think this nigga got high ass payments.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, but
You
even
know what I'm saying?
you were saying like stand with your parents. Like the way my mind work is, okay, you got all that money in the account, but how are you? Because if you stay with your mom and your daddy, that mean, and you saying that they paying all the bills, then how are you with paying bills? That's how my mind work. Okay, you got $10,000 in the account because you don't have no responsibilities. But if me and you get together, responsibilities gonna come. How do you deal with responsibilities? So even if you stand with your mom and you say, hey, my mom and dad pay all the bills, okay, in my mind, later on as we progress, I'm gonna ask you some conversation. I'm gonna word it in a way that I figure out how do you deal with paying bills and structure. Because if all your check is just your check, you ain't really living life. You don't have life experiences yet. You just know how to live. I ain't gonna say you go to the club, but what happens when me and you get together and we go get this apartment or we go get a house?
She don't know the answer to that because she never lived that.
And that's my point.
Okay, but you're assuming. Okay, well, you're assuming, right?
Right. Assuming.
So, okay. So, say for instance, okay, so my parents lived up until I was about 39 or 40, right? Okay. So, out of those 40 years, I probably was living on my own, either on my own or with a roommate twice or whatever. And I decided, fuck this shit. I like my money. I don't like these responsibilities. I'm going back to the crib.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Where I can live this lavish ass lifestyle. My money is my money. If my parents need some help, which they don't, I'm gonna give them a couple of dollars. You understand? That don't mean that I don't know how to pay bills. It don't mean that I don't know how to budget. I budget for other shit. I budget for these trips. I budget for these shoes. I budget for it. It ain't no difference if I budget for rent or I budget. You understand? I'm still budgeting.
Hold on. It's a difference if you put See, that's where your priorities gonna start landing. Because if you
what I'm saying is just because I no longer pay bills don't mean that I don't have that experience. I just don't want to pay them motherfuckers.
Yeah, but in the mind of a nigga, every time you got to some hard times, you left him with the bomb in the house.
Mm-hmm. Or but whatever reason it was, whether my roommate moved out or I was just like, fuck it. I don't like to pay bills.
Okay.
I pay all the bills now. I don't like that shit.
And that's my thing, is what I'm saying. You finna listen. If me and you stand together and you used to going to buy shoes and do the shit that you want to do when you want to do it, when it come down to paying the light bill or paying me go get you the shoes that you want, which decision are you gonna make? That's what I be talking about.
Shoes.
And see,
if me and you stay together, shoes. If I stay by myself, light bill.
That's why I'm out.
And if I go by what the fuck I assumed in the first place, I can avoid all of that.
Yes, exactly.
I don't want to pay no bills.
That's exactly what a nigga assumes when you're
I don't want to
age and you stay with your parents.
I don't want to pay no bills. I'll be 47 in another month. I don't want to pay no goddamn bills.
Their business when they see
that's why what Hollywood said was some real shit. Was like, why go through that? And that's what my mind go to. I'm
not saying you, but then again, you cut that off, assuming. You're assuming because I don't. Who like to pay bills?
I mean,
you showing me somebody that like to pay bills.
All of that. We would have went through that whole situation, and then only for me to find out at the end that you're not equipped for this.
My assumption was right.
Right.
See,
I seen that same.
I think it's different
1,000 times, and it played out the same way.
Listen, you entitled to feel like that. What I'm saying is, bro, I've been on my own since I was 18. I moved away from my mom when I ain't just moved down the street. I moved to a whole nother state. So my mind is totally different. I know how it is to want to go buy the new pair of Jordans or you go pay the light bill.
I understand that too.
Make sure that the person that I cohabitate with, and I want to make my woman, that if the light bill is this, you're not going to make the decision of, I'm going to go get the shoes just because you with me.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
If we combine our income, that's all I'm saying. We combine our income.
At 45, I agree with you. But but at 20, when I first met Hollywood, bro, I wasn't making the money that I'm making at this point. Right. Nowhere near it. And I met my kid's mom then. So when she had to work too. So if things got choppy at the crib because we wasn't making that much money at the time, and FP&L said, hey, this light bill $230. Don't go spend $230 on some shoes, and me and the kids come home and the lights off. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's not my story. That's not what I was saying about I don't like to pay no bills. I'm saying if I had to make a decision, and we're together, and you not working, or you done fell off, or whatever, you get hurt or some shit like that, and now I'm the 70 over the 30 or whatever, then I got to do what I got to do. Do I like it? The point I'm making is no. Do I want to stay with my mama? Yes. What the fuck are you talking about? I get with that. Man, only thing me and Hollywood is saying is, in that scenario, what we talk about at this point, sometimes you can predetermine, and Hollywood say you can X a motherfucker out. Why not get that shit out the way in the beginning instead of investing 5-6 years with a motherfucker, and then you still where you could have been? I ain't had to deal with that shit in the first place. That's all we saying.
Right.
Because women do it all the time.
Women
do it all the time.
Listen, my personal preference.
I feel you. Hey, moving on. Right?
I'd love to be staying with Butch and Pumpkin. That's all the fuck I'm saying.
Hey, but you know what? As a man, I just think like for me, once I got out on my own, bro, and I was able to walk around the house naked if I wanted to, and I was the man that said what happens when it happens. I like that shit, bro.
You don't want to go back to mama.
I don't want to go back to having to live under somebody else's rules. Now again, your mom and dad might not have rules. My mama had rules, bro. It was certain shit that had to be done.
Every house got rules. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So for me, once I
got that shit she was talking about, I could do all of that at my mom and daddy house. You ain't said nothing that I couldn't do.
See, my mama wasn't allowed no fucking in the house. Like that was a no-no, bro. So you know what I mean? The girl come over.
I had a whole nigga and created a whole fucking family.
See,
in my mom and them house. You understand? And wasn't married.
But again, those was the rules that was in your mom and daddy house. I can only speak
for walk around naked.
When bitches came to my house or my mama house, because that wasn't even much my house. Nigga, it wasn't no going. Nigga, it ain't no going in no rooms. It ain't none of that. Those her rules.
I got that.
So once I got
again, so that's why I say I would love to stay with Butch and Pumpkin. You ain't said nothing. It was comfortable in a motherfucker over there. If I wanted to go out, I go out. If I wanted to stay out, I stay out.
You know what I'm saying? And all that shit, huh?
Spoiled lad. You ain't nothing but a spoiled brat.
That's it.
I ain't no brat, but I was spoiled than a motherfucker. I'm not brat.
Spoiled than a motherfucker. My God.
Okay, listen. I got some audio to play real quick.
Watch this.
What y'all think about what this young lady had to say? Fuck you, Freaky V. I really don't.
God damn it, I lost it.
And other guys gotta jump through hula hoops just to get it. It's because she don't really like you like that. Let that sink in. She don't like you like that, so therefore she's not just gonna give you the pussy. A woman who likes you, she gonna give it to you, and you ain't gotta been there did nothing for her. Yeah, I said it, and y'all kill me with this whole pick me thing because y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. I'm a female at the end of the day. I done it, babe. That's how I know you be doing it too. So please stop sitting here acting like every single guy that you done slept with, he had to be doing something for you financially. You a female, he's a guy, he get horny, you get horny, we wanna fuck, let's fuck. And he ain't have to do nothing but pull up. So please stop. For the guys who do be having to pay to play, that's because she don't fucking like you. She don't like you like that, and you gonna have to grow on me. And that's just what it is. I said what I said. Y'all sit on these social media, y'all be trying to act like y'all something that y'all not. Do not do that. Don't do that, because that's real ugly, especially when it be people in the real world that really be knowing y'all. That's what kills me. When guys be like, wow.
So what do y'all think about what the young lady said, Freaky V?
I agree with everything she said. They finna be mad at me again.
100% factual.
I know they gonna be what?
Mad at me again. I don't give a shit. She
Okay.
said what she said.
Okay, talk to me, Hollywood. Why are you advocating for what the young lady said? Talk to me. Make me understand.
Because I lived it. Like, it's true. You don't have to really fight or argue or pay and do none of that if she really feeling you like that, bro. I mean, what else? What else is there to explain? Like, the niggas who gotta pay is because she don't fuck with you. She don't rock with you, unless that's her occupation.
Okay.
Other than that, you gotta put out.
Okay. Freaky
She don't
V,
like
talk
you. She
to
don't
me.
fuck with you.
Talk to me, female. Give me the female perspective, Freaky V.
She gave it to you. That was 100% factual.
Hey, I always say that, bro. I just felt like, and it's crazy because I was talking to somebody about this exact topic before I seen it on social media. That's why I think these phones be listening to us, because I was talking to one of my little young guys at
They
my
listening.
job, and I was telling them the same thing, bro. I just feel like when you trying to make somebody like you, bro, you gonna have to pay, bro. That's just what it is. You gonna have to pay. You know what I mean?
And it might not be paid. You might have to do a little extra than what you would normally have to do. You might have to take out. You might have to do this. You might have to do this. You might have to date a little longer.
Nah,
But
Hollywood. The way these girls build up, bro, you gonna have to pay, bro. I ain't talking about a transaction from my hand to your hand, but
that's what I'm talking about.
But it's gonna be extravagant shit that you're gonna have to do, because everybody wanna be on show. Everybody wanna be living the lifestyles of the rich and famous, bro. So you gonna be taking her. Freaking, did I have a conversation with you about the young lady that called me and my homeboy? He called a young lady on the phone. No, it was Hollywood I had this conversation with, and the chick was telling me, she don't do chain restaurants. She don't do.
So what the fuck
she don't even do Roof Chris.
No, she said that's beneath her. She said when she go eat at, it's $300 a plate.
She don't do Prime 112. She don't do Smith and Walensky's. All that's a chain.
All that shit you talking about, she don't do none of that.
So where's she in at?
I forgot.
Where's she in at? She at home.
That's what I said.
I forgot the name of the place, dog. But Hollywood told me what the name of it. Hollywood, those restaurants, what that shit called? La Carte? What you say that shit called?
Yeah, when you pay for everything separate.
Yeah. She goes to those type where the meat.
Yeah, a la carte.
Where the meat is $270, the mashed potatoes $70, the street beef $60.
112, Smith and Walensky's, all of those restaurants do that same shit. So
yeah,
so she's just different. She a different breed.
It's only like 2 Smith and Walensky's, ain't it? Is that considered a fucking chain restaurant?
No, it's more. I actually ran into one when I was in New York just now. So yeah.
So they didn't upgrade. So what the fuck? But listen, I don't have a problem with those women that and the niggas that fuck with them. But the thing, what bothers me is you crying at the end of the day, or whatever. Oh, she spent all of my money, and it's hard to please her. She do up. I don't want to hear that shit.
Listen,
I don't want to hear that shit. That's what the fuck you like. That's what you want. That's what you signed up for.
For me, I debunk that shit real quick, because my thing be like, hey, I said, well, how often do you eat there? She said she eat there once a week. She said she got a credit card set to the side for her eating.
And that let you know what her priorities are. You got a credit card just for eating that.
I said, okay. Yeah. But for me to mess with you, you got to show me that that's where you eat at all the time.
Okay, right.
You're not going to be eating cube steak when you go out to eat, and tomahawk steak when you take out. Right. We not finna do that. You got to show me the level that you on. For me,
say cube steak.
Boy, I eat cube steak and yield.
I was gonna say a cube steak. What the fuck?
That cube steak, boy, that should be hard to eat, boy.
But
right.
What I'm saying is,
right, I agree with that.
If she like the dude enough, dog, we ain't doing all that. You gonna get to know the girl, and y'all, listen, the girls that really like me, bro, I promise you, I ain't never had to spend that type of money to kick it with them. ever. It'd be the other shit that they enjoy doing with you the most.
But that's the same shit. Hold on now. But that's the same shit we told you about Lisa Ray.
What?
Like if she like a nigga I ain't gotta pay for shit. I could get the Lisa Ray house without dishing out no cash.
I agree with you. But Lisa Ray got to know that you got the potential to be able to do that, though. If you don't have the potential to be able to do what she needs you to do financially, you out.
It is a fine line.
It's a fine line.
You don't necessarily have to spend that bread, but I know you got it. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go to Fridays or Outback, we go on and we chilling, we vibing. But I know when I'm ready to go to Smith & Walensky's,
we can go.
We can go.
I don't all the way agree with that though. I think you don't think it's a dude that don't have it like that she done ducked off with from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. It's a nigga that you fuck with that ain't got shit. Way less than you or whatever. But that nigga funny. I don't know how you found out he was funny, but that nigga funny or whatever. He easy on the eyes. He just ain't got shit. When y'all get together, you got good ass time.
Yeah. I ain't saying it's a whole herd of broke niggas that she gonna deal with. She ain't doing that.
It's at least one though.
But it's one. I mean, cause the flip side of this shit is, what I'm saying is, if Lisa Ray ran into Drake, right? She talk all that shit, but she run into Drake, light skinned nigga. We all know the money that Drake got. Drake ain't got to do it. What do Drake got to take you there for? You gonna go wherever the fuck Drake say he want to go. If that nigga want to go to Chuck E. Cheese and go hang out, you taking your motherfucking ass to Chuck E. Cheese if you into Drake like that. I'm not speaking. That's why I
ain't she just had this argument a couple weeks ago now.
But for instance, if Snoop came along and want to take Freaky V to some shit that's not Smith & Lewinsky's, she going. You going. Stop.
I'm going.
You know you going. And that's what I was telling you the other week.
And
we're going to have a conversation while the Chuck E. Cheese show is going on. As to why
Snoop is the nigga that you fuck with. So just to be with Snoop and the vibe with Snoop, you'll go to, a couple places you probably wouldn't normally go with a nigga like that.
Correct.
And that's all I'm saying, bro. It's like these girls jump out here on these ledges, talking crazy, talking reckless, doing all this. When, like Hollywood say, it's that one nigga, bro, that you gonna go do because you just like his personality.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's a whole bunch of niggas you gonna do that for. Because, all right, so do you believe that different people bring out different vibes in certain people?
Absolutely.
So if you got that nigga that can make you laugh and do all that other dumb shit, dog, then you will go sit at, I ain't gonna say you sit at Smith & Lewinsky's, but you might go sit at a brunch with the nigga or something like that.
If that nigga vibe with me like that, and I'm happy and we cool, I'll treat that nigga to Smith & Walensky.
We know you will.
That's what the fuck I like.
We sold you
women trick off just as much as men do.
Hey, Hollywood, you remember the catch-up nigga did to him? Boy, had a hole in hands walking on Bayside.
Hey.
Yeah. He was trying to show this nigga new experiences and shit. Yeah.
No, listen, that shit be real.
Couldn't do nothing for you.
But for me, I'm the type of nigga, I'll take you to a brunch first. Before we even get to that dinner shit, let's go to a brunch. Let's go somewhere. Daylight is lit. We can have a little fun. Let you have a couple of drinks. We can socialize with each other before we jump into a night date, bro. Because in that conversation at the brunch, I'm gonna figure out if I want to talk to you or not. Y'all know me. If you say the wrong shit to me, you in the friend zone anyway. That shit is a wrap. It's a cut. So I spend the $30, $40, $50 to go to the brunch. All you can eat. We can drink mimosas. We can talk. They got a vibe going on. All this other type of shit that we got going on. We gonna communicate. And if you say some shit that if you keep talking to me about $300 meals, this our last, and I spent $50. That's all I spent. We enjoyed each other's company. I know this shit ain't going no farther. Let's just wrap this shit up and keep it moving. Like Hollywood said, when I'm cutting my losses right here because I know me and you ain't compatible. I'm not taking you no motherfucking $300 restaurant every week.
Even if I'm a nigga that can afford multiple $300 meals a day.
I'm frugal.
You just coming at me that way it's a turn off, man. It's a
Right.
complete turn off for any nigga.
Hey, and you know what, Freaky V? Something that I respect about you, bro, that I don't think a lot of these young girls have wrapped their mind. They don't know how to set the finesse up. They go straight in for the kill, off rip. And if you fucking with a nigga who got any common sense, he might fall for it the first time. But I'm not one of them type niggas. You not finna come at me. I'm like Hollywood. If you come at me like that, to the side you go. You have no finesse game. You don't even know how to finesse me into wanting to take you on some shit like that. And I ain't gonna tell you how to do it.
I'm a finesse, baby. Hey, what? Get at me. I can finesse the shit out of a nigga now.
Nah, fuck that. We ain't finessing shit.
But is finessing a bad thing?
I think everybody finessing in the beginning, bro. Everybody on stage. Speaking of stage, good segue. In the midst of all this drama that's going on with Cat Williams and all the celebrities and everybody going out, Cat Williams decided to take Torrey Hart out on tour with him. And Kevin didn't like that too much. Kevin got in his feelings. This how I feel about the Torrey Hart shit.
What Kevin Hart said?
You know, Kevin Hart do what Kevin Hart do, bro. He gonna play that. Oh, I hope the tour is successful. You know Kevin Hart brand. You know how Kevin Hart roll. So,
but what's wrong with that statement? Why couldn't that statement been genuine?
Cause that's the same nigga that said that he tried to throw his homeboys up under the bus when they went to Las Vegas and tried to blame that shit on his homeboys. This the same nigga. I'm not judging.
Hey, nigga, I'm the breadwinner.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either. If y'all niggas wanna keep feeding off of me, I need a couple of y'all niggas to take this blame.
Man, fuck that. Now, I'm not bringing no drama into my household for dumb shit that you do. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. I ain't doing that.
We all done been there. We all done did dumb shit. Like, every nigga need a couple niggas to take this fall. I can't be the nigga to take the fall. I got brands and all this shit. All that's depending on me staying at the level that I'm at.
Bro, you was just fucking hoes. You wasn't killing nobody. You can take that on the chin. Don't bring turmoil into my house.
Nah.
I ain't doing it.
Because if you don't take this, I'm cutting you off.
No, I can always explain to my nigga, that I had to, take the fall for this or whatever. I can explain that shit to him and he understand that shit or whatever. I agree with how
Kevin did that shit just like the last time.
On your history,
Kevin did that shit.
If you got a history of doing some dumb shit, and then Kevin Hart put that shit on top of you, that can bring, because he gonna go back to his wife and everything gonna be good. Your whole life gonna be in shambles. If you know your wife.
But either way you fucked up. So what if Kevin Hart cut them niggas off? And I'm providing your entire lifestyle.
Bro, we got to figure out something then. Me and wife got to come up with something. I'm not bringing no goddamn drama into my house for some shit that you do. But anyway, that ain't even what I'm talking about.
I don't think Kevin Hart gave a fuck about that shit because Kevin Hart has expressed his complete disdain with his ex-wife or whatever. She done put that nigga through some shit. And I'm not saying that, he didn't do his part. But
okay.
She has done some things that publicly
like
that
what?
I was like, okay, sis, pull up. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think he give a fuck. I think he tried to hit below the belt. Just some people not as relevant as you think. And I think she was one of them. I don't think he give a fuck about that.
I think, for me personally, I think it was a smart move just to help her out, bro. Like, from my understanding and the research that I've done, is that she helped Kevin in the beginning as far as write his jokes and do all that shit in the beginning, helping him come up. And she said once he blew up, he kind of flipped the script on him. Because he hasn't shown he ain't, all the money and the shit that he got going on, though. I'm not saying if he pay a child support or no shit like that, but giving her light so she can feed herself. I don't know if he pay a child support or alimony.
He's supposed to look out for her.
But he did. I feel like Cat came along, even though it was it comes off as Cat trying to hit below the belt. I think Cat does look out for people. And he maybe give her a chance to show how funny she is, and feed herself, bro. And that's the way I view it. Like, I don't think she's gonna say nothing about Kevin anyway. But I just think the timing made it look real crazy. I know what Kat was probably doing, but I think giving her the opportunity to be able to feed herself, dog, it's cool. That's what I think. What you think?
Just like you said, I think the timing makes it look a certain way, but I think this shit been in the works, and I can't blame her for working with a dude like Kat who giving her the opportunity to feed her family.
And they say like, Kat give like 300,000, boy. The runway.
Yeah, you can't fault her from that. I'm not making no money doing comedy with you.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't matter who the fuck I make my money with. You're not giving me opportunities, and you have all the opportunities
in the
world. You got your own production company. You're making movies. You got these tours going on, and I'm not on none of that shit.
And I help you write your shit in the beginning. And I'm the mother of your kids. That's wild shit, boy.
It just so happened that the nigga that gave me an opportunity, you don't fuck with.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I have no loyalty to you.
Yeah.
When you was on your way up and when you got to that pinnacle, you dropped me like it wasn't nothing. So, like, there's no loyalty there. So I can't fault her from going out and putting food on her table.
Okay, but let me ask you this question, Freaky V in Hollywood. Kevin made his whole career off shit that happened in their family. When he was cheating, he put that shit in his comedy special. All that shit he did to blow up. Why would it be a problem if she returned the favor? Because we all thought it was funny when he was doing that shit to her.
I think some shit like that would be expected. I think people would go to those shows expecting her to say at least a couple things regarding Kevin.
Yeah. So
I think it's expected. Yeah.
Yeah. Freaky V, what you say?
I agree. I don't know shit about her. So it wouldn't matter to me. I'm not going to see her. I ain't even going to see Kat. So it wouldn't matter to me who the fuck he bring. Or whatever. I felt it was a low blow, but at the same time, like Hollywood said, if he gonna do it, or whatever. I just don't think Kevin Hart give a fuck.
I mean,
he's too high up. He's too high up.
I think Kevin got a lot of shit going on, dog. He got that shit going on with what's that lady name that's always getting sued? Hollywood, Tasha K or K, whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah, he's suing her. Yeah, Tasha K.
Listen, why are all these assistants going out telling these people personal business, bro? Will Smith,
they got cut off.
Nigga went and told, she went, and all of them go to Tasha K.
Money.
That's crazy, bro.
Money.
Yeah, because she's the only person willing to sit there and let them tell a story without being having fear of a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Cause she getting them shits left and right, and she I guess she don't give a fuck.
I don't think she give a fuck either, boy. Cause Kevin just filed one because his assistant was on there. Listen, bro. She
already owed Cardi B $4 million.
Kevin coming because the girl went on there talking about Kevin is a habitual cheater. Kevin paying people off for shit that he got going on in his life, accidents and all the other type shit. So
but where's the lie? We know he's a habitual cheater.
Yeah, but where's the proof?
Yeah.
You can't just go on these. You can't go on these big platforms without having proof of all this shit.
Yeah.
You just can't say it. We know that. From what we know, Kevin Hart has cheated on his wife how many times?
Shit, I only knew about the one in Las Vegas.
No, he's cheated on her before that. Before that, he cheated on her and he was caught or whatever.
Allegedly.
So
it's all alleged.
Whatever.
That's my thing.
It's all alleged if you ain't got no pictures of him in the pussy. So everything is always alleged.
And that's his point. And that's why he's gonna win the lawsuit. You can't just go around saying people without that proof like that. Talking about people without that proof.
No, I'm saying he has admitted that he's cheated.
Yeah,
so,
but he admitted to cheating on the first wife. Well, he did the second wife too, I guess.
Correct. So he is a habitual cheater. Sometimes the truth hurt.
Still, Kevin Hart is a brand, bro. Like, he's one of them squeaky clean niggas who feel like he has to be family friendly, if that's the correct term. And he's
fucking my money up.
and y'all fucking his money up.
So, well, okay.
Y'all you fucking the money up.
He fucking his money up by doing what he's doing.
Right. If you cheating and I tell it, I'm fucking your money up.
Yes, you are.
Stop cheating.
You are.
You are.
Stop cheating.
You are.
Stop cheating.
I
can't fuck your money up if you don't do no wrong.
But it's nasty because you're not going out and telling my story because you want to make a wrong right. You're doing it because I cut you off.
I get it, but you're still doing wrong. So now it's two people wrong. I'm not making up no lies.
I just feel like when you dealing with niggas like Kevin Hart, that type of fame, dog, it's a certain level of and I know this fucked up, but you have to have a certain type of disdain for niggas like him, dog, because he has options. He gonna do what he do. I think a lot of times,
if she don't care, who the fuck cares?
And that's my point. A lot of women do be caring. Maybe she don't because the lifestyle that he provides for her. But some women do care about that.
She care. I find it hard to believe that behind closed doors that this nigga not hearing from her about this.
Yep. Listen, when you can in certain interviews, you can see her face is just totally, I'm over this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But it was a documentary about, I guess, his like a day in the life of Kevin Hart. And that nigga got some long ass hours. It could be days that she don't see him. And y'all always say she ain't doing nothing because she don't want to mess up her bag or whatever. Like, who's to say that she not fucking with nobody?
I ain't never said that she ain't fucking with nobody. They ain't never came up.
When I make that reference before, y'all be like, oh well, you know, she not gonna cheat, you know, because if she caught, then you can't, you know, you gonna mess up the damn bag or whatever.
No, her bag's secure. She got 2 kids from him. She gonna be paid.
Sometimes you don't think about that shit. You want the nigga that show you some attention, that make you feel good, that make you feel like you're wanted and you the only motherfucker in the world. You understand what I'm saying? So all of that lifestyle shit, that traveling, that money, all the shoes, she done got all of that shit.
But she still
everything that she was gonna acquire, she had. She done did it already. So now you just going into.
I mean, but she want to maintain it though.
Listen.
I understand that. I understand that. But
Shawnee O'Neal.
Correct. She could be doing that. Shawnee done already proven that it could be done, and she don't even have to have that lifestyle in order for her to be happy.
She gonna get something. All them kids Shawnee had from Shaq. She got 2 kids from Kevin Hart. She good. She got 2 kids from Kevin Hart.
She is good.
They had 2 kids. I thought he had 1. He got a pregnant.
They just had another one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they good. She good.
Listen, and she might be working smart. You know what I'm saying? She might be getting to the point like, shit, maybe one more and I'm out this motherfucker.
See,
you just never know.
See, but this is the thing that people don't really never think about. When you out cheating and doing the shit that you doing, you ain't got full eyes on her all the time because you out trying to do the fuck what you trying to be doing. And then when you find out that she doing some shit on the other side, that's when that dun dun dun.
Bro, y'all remember that movie, A Perfect Murder?
I ain't never seen that.
What's the man's name that said that he got throat cancer from eating too much pussy? The white man.
Man, what nigga said that?
I don't know who the fuck said that.
I remember that.
I have to go back and get it and pull it up. I can't remember the name, but this was a guy that was well off. The main character well off. The wife was a artist or, you know, stay at home primarily or whatever. He was out doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. And she met this guy. She met this guy at this art gallery.
Oh yeah, I seen the movie. Yeah.
Nigga had a studio apartment that wasn't shit, probably had a futon in that motherfucker and a whole bunch of paint supplies. was dicking her motherfucking ass down, made her feel like the shit. You understand? When this rich motherfucker found that out, he set that shit up to kill his ass.
You talking about the old white man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he old, and I forgot his name though.
You understand? He set that shit up. It wasn't the fact that he was dicking, it was that he was really dicking her down. He ain't have shit. So his whole thing is how the fuck you with this nigga, you know, and you spending your whole time, your whole available time with this nigga or whatever. He set that shit up to kill that motherfucker.
But dog, that's how most niggas are. The most niggas that got the money, that girl ain't fucking with the niggas that's on the same level as them. It's usually the niggas that's beneath them. The niggas that bring something else out of. Listen, I was telling nigga this today. Most niggas get caught up on the actual act of sex. They get mad about their girl giving somebody some pussy or going to the extreme, sucking the nigga up or whatever. But if that nigga done unlock some shit in her brain, bro, you ain't gonna never know. Even if she come back to you. You ain't gonna never know.
The emotional affairs in my book are way worse than some physical affairs. If you meet a bitch in the club and y'all connect and y'all go in the bathroom and fuck, you might could forget about that motherfucker. But that nigga you talking to every day, or whatever,
it's different.
From 5 to 7, y'all sharing y'all most inner deepest thoughts, and you trying to encourage him and he encouraging her. You know, and you finding out about your mama and your kids and all that shit.
You love that nigga though. You love
that's the motherfucker you got to worry about. The sex is extra. You know, she ain't gonna stop thinking about that damn nigga.
That's why I don't do that work husband shit, man.
I agree with you.
I won't do the work husband
That's
shit.
why we don't engage in that work husband shit, bro. You can't have
you ain't got no choice. Make me stay home and take care of me then. It's gonna be a nigga that you connect with.
Listen, you do whatever you want to do, Freaky V. That nigga better take care of you like I take care of you.
But you assume
ain't no but shit.
My work husband, we don't fuck.
That's you, Freaky V. These other women don't have the wherewithal or the restraint to be like, nah, I'm not finna fuck. This nigga making you feel good. You go home, you feel like you miserable. You feel like you don't exist in your own house. And then you go to a nigga that make you feel like you Beyonce walk around this motherfucker. That takes a lot of self-control, bro. That nigga gonna slide that dick in you. Right by the copy machine. See, and that's the thing. He gonna fuck you in exotic places. Like your man don't even have missionary sex with you. This nigga gonna throw you on top of the fax machine. He gonna throw it.
Freaky V, that shit don't count what you talking about. Cause you was cool with that nigga wife.
Yeah.
Not at first. Not at first. When I met that nigga, he was single. You understand? So we did everything together. That nigga came to my house. I went to his house. I was the one that was in the relationship.
He must was love. He must was love.
I ain't never seen this dick. And I think he's a very attractive man.
It's a reason you didn't see it.
Hey, Freaky.
But I think he's attractive. Don't get me wrong. I never one time said he was ugly or whatever. It just didn't align that way.
No, it's just one off. You the exception to the rule. That situation is the exception to the rule. 80%, 90% of the time, that shit go the other way. 90% that shit go, the nigga that's the work husband that's
that shit she talking about could have went the other way though.
I'm not saying that it wasn't no, like, okay, so my ex always had a question about him. When I met his wife, she was like, how the fuck are you this close with a woman and y'all not fucking? It's hard for people to understand true platonic relationships. I mean, infamous, look at me and you. People always say that we fuck.
I mean, but our shit a little different though. Because you and that nigga was in the same vicinity. Me and you don't be in the same vicinity. We talk a lot on the phone and communicate.
Now, that's because we done moved.
But
I didn't move.
I mean, but even when you stayed in Miami, you wasn't around me. You was around me on Sundays. You was around this nigga every motherfucking day.
Every day.
That's a little
day. And on the weekend, we would be together. We went to lunch together.
They fucking.
Nah, that nigga hit Freaky V. That nigga.
And with that being
nigga
said,
smash.
we about to get up out of here, man. We
I
about to
promise you, he ain't fuck.
His wife must be listening, but yeah, she smashed. He ain't hit you. You hit him. You hit him.
I
Freaky V.
promise
He ain't hit
you, we've never kissed, not on the lips.
That's
You know,
true.
but like when you kiss on the cheek or when you embrace, when you see somebody out in public, y'all so.
Listen, you know
And you was at his crib by yourself?
bro.
Yeah, he come to my house by himself.
Listen,
And
bro.
you talk about how good that head is and shit. Nah, man, no way in. Ain't no way in here.
I
ain't kissing
it
on
just
nobody.
wasn't like that. I don't know what. I guess I am a one-off.
Dog, that situation is a one-off.
Listen, just the same way that I feel about Infamous. I don't wanna fuck that up. And I don't think he an ugly ass nigga. He high yellow.
I know I
Yeah.
ain't.
That nigga is
You know
yellow.
what I'm saying? So he high yellow, he cute, he in shape, he make good money. I can't fuck that up over no damn dick. There's so much other dick out here that I could fuck with. When I find a genuine person that I like and I vibe with and we cool, just certain things are off limits. We ain't never had that conversation about whether or not we want to be in a relationship. We ain't never did that.
But listen, me and Hollywood the same. And you want to say the same thing about Hollywood?
No, I fuck Hollywood. But I would.
You dirty bitch. I can read that nigga mind. You dirty bastard. Listen, we finna let Hollywood get back to his family, man. Listen, we about to wrap this motherfucker up.
They sleep.
Oh, so that means we can keep going.
No. Listen, Freaky V, I'm not going
Call me
to
after the podcast.
My daughter gotta go to work in the morning.
Listen, dog. I'm not going to court with Hollywood. I'm not going to.
Me.
Yeah.
You better not me too me and I ain't hit. I'm gonna be mad as a motherfucker. I'm telling you that right now.
You trying to put honey in the man's food and shit, and he already told you no. No means no.
Nah,
He didn't tell me no. You said no.
Well, Hollywood tell him no.
I wouldn't do nothing. I wouldn't do nothing like that unless you hit the Powerball.
As I
going
said
to court.
in each and every podcast, man, sweet on social media.
If we keep playing, nigga, that means it's hope. Shit.
Freaky V, how they get in contact with you?
I am Hollywood Rich. Oh, I was just practicing. I was just practicing. My bad. I thought we had joint accounts already. I am Freaky V on Instagram and Threads. How can they follow you, baby?
I am Hollywood Rich _ on Instagram.
Hey, and you know
Threads.
And you know Hollywood will sell that dick now. You know the price is right. That nigga will explain to his wife.
Everybody got a price, my guy.
Listen, I take care of her ass too. I ain't like that. Y'all ain't even got to break up.
Yeah.
So
I am on TikTok. Follow Theze Nutz official. Instagram is Theze Nutz_. How do they get in contact with us on YouTube?
separate Theze Nutz.
If you take the audio experience, put the nuts back together, go to thesenuts.business@gmail.com. Any inquiries about the podcast, that's thesenuts.business@gmail.com. And as I said in each and every podcast, we're social media's most perfect podcast. I am Infamous.
And I am Freaky V, also known as Miss Hollywood Rich.
Hollywood.
And when I
crazy,
bye, we are
These nuts.
This lady crazy.